Obviously, last two games on the road, fourth quarter, you were able to both of you, the team was able to do what it needed to do to win the games. What's made the difference down the stretch for you all this season to be able to win some of these close games?
I think definitely our defense. When we really lock in, we're really hard to play against. And it's our identity. So I think we need to get back to doing that from the jump and not, having to talk about it at halftime.
Same. Yeah, she said it.
Steve, I have a question. So, coming off the All-Star break, the Olympic break, what is one experience that you learned from being an Olympian that you could preach to your team as the season is winding up?
I think just how hard every game's going to be. The competition, obviously the W is really tough. It's the same overseas. Everyone's getting better and better every year. And coach just said in the locker room too, you can't take any games off. The competition is too stiff. So we really have to approach every game like that because any team can win any night. So we have to come in with our A game every day.
Any final questions in the room? Pivot to the Zoom, starting off with Kent.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. The offense might come and go, but even though you say you probably needed to play better defense in the first than you did in the second, the defense kept you in this from the get-go. There were times when it could have got out of hand, but didn't. For a team that with big aspirations, knowing that is something you can do and win on the road when you don't have a good offensive night, it's got to be a pretty big confidence boost.
Yeah, we know that our defense is going to help us win games when we don't have it offensively. So really just cranking up the defense in the second half, I think, is what allowed us to win this game. But we're going to get right back. I don't know.
You guys were down 4 in the fourth, and then Natisha, who had a great game, I think, against her former team, started it off kind of with a 3-point play. T had a steal and a 3-point play. Was that at the point where you felt things were kind of changing momentum wise?
I think so. Getting and ones is such a huge momentum changer, especially when you're, penetrating in the paint like that. So having Natisha and T do that back to back, I think was huge for us. And I do think it kind of killed their flow and their morale a little bit. So I do think that was kind of the turning point for us.
And you in particular, I think it was a tie game when you got that little turnaround in the lane in the end one. The shots haven't been falling for you like you probably like the last couple of games, but doing it when it matters is the most important thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's something, I practice every day, so I know it's going to even out. Obviously, it's frustrating when you don't make shots that, you can, but I just have to continue to shoot them. Yeah, I think they're good shots. They're going to drop, law of averages.
And finally, just either one of you guys just talking about how instrumental, especially on a day when Dorka's sick, Natisha was in her first game against her former team.
Yeah, Mai's great. She's a great teammate. She's a lot of energy. She goes out there and does what she has to do. I mean, she had a crazy plus minus. So when she's on the court, she's definitely doing her thing, impacting the game. So I'm happy she's on our team.
Thank you.
Mike?
Yeah, just a quick one on, you mentioned the frustration a little bit ago, but how do you overcome that frustration when the quality shots are there, but they're just not falling?
I think just keep shooting. I can't let it stop me from shooting because when you're passing up good shots, it's bad for the offense, no matter who's doing it. So like I said, they're shots I take every day. I think they're good shots. So just keep shooting and they'll drop.
Is that fair to say for the entire team then, in that kind of mindset?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if you're passing up good shots, something bad happens. Usually always you get a turnover or, a shot clock violation or something behind that. So if you're open, you got to shoot it. If it's your shot, coach always says that, take your shot. So that's what I'm doing. That's what we all try to do. And if it's not falling, it's still a good possession.
Thank you.
Any final questions?
Obviously, with a few games remaining, I know it's not something that you're like super laser focused on, just trying to finish as high. I know you're trying to finish as high as possible in the standings. But at the end of the day, what would it mean to finish number 2? I mean, obviously, it's possible to catch New York, but realistically, it looks like where the standings are, how, what would that mean to you all to get as high as possible?
It would be huge. Getting home court advantage for 2 rounds is a tremendous advantage. And we're trying to make a huge push. Obviously, in the playoffs, we feel like we have a team who can win. So any advantage that we can get is really important. So that's how we're approaching all the games. This is preparation for postseason. You know, we're trying to get the best seeding we can. And that's why I think it's frustrating for us when we don't come out the way we want to, because, you know, we're trying to put ourselves in the best position as possible for postseason.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.